Welcome to Catholic Mom Mindset, a daily show where you learn to walk closely with the Holy Spirit so you can live the life God is calling you to. I'm your host, Sterling Jaquith. Let us begin. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about waiting for permission. Because we live in a society, we have social norms. Social norms are what most people do. For example, most people eat 3 meals a day. Most people get married and have 2 children. Probably even at least 20 years ago, we could say the majority of people went to high school and then went to college. Most people drink milk while they're growing up. There's all these things that feel normal. And all we mean by normal is that statistically, they are within a standard distribution. And we could say the majority land between here and here. So we're calling that behavior normal. And obviously, we're not making these decisions based on, numbers. We're just looking around us and seeing, a lot of families with 3 and 4 kids have a Honda Odyssey. So it feels normal. And it's really good to have social norms. It's really good to fit in. It's really good to feel safe. That makes a lot of sense. We have a social norm of stopping at a stop sign. I like that one. Right? Having a community and having some amount of rules and some amount of social norms makes life safer and predictable. The problem is when we make the list of social norms mean I have to do that. And I just want you to challenge yourself on some of those things. For example, I would agree that we all have to stop at a stop sign. Now, technically that isn't true. You can roll through a stop sign and maybe you even do that and don't get caught. And if you roll through a stop sign and a police officer sees you, you would get a ticket. Okay, so even that, you don't absolutely have to, but it's clear what will happen if you don't. There's a clear consequence. And so I want you to think about things that you're doing because you think you have to. And I want you to ask yourself if that's true. I've been pretty vocal in the last 7 years that I do not like to attend kid birthday parties. I don't even really like my kids to go. I'm pretty selective about that. Now, part of it is because I have a little bit of Judgy McJudgerson attitude about American kid birthday parties and the amount of sugar and fanfare and presents and watching one kid open 20 presents and I just don't love that. The second reason was as I started having more kids, I just started doing the math, right? Like if each of my kids gets invited to 10 birthday parties, then it would be 60 birthday parties, which is more than one a week. And I just wasn't going to choose to spend my family time doing that. Another social norm that I don't follow is I do not eat most of my meals with my kids. They eat. I'm actually present for the beginning of most of them and present for the prayers, and I ask them some questions, but I eat separately from them. And I usually eat something different from them. And so, what are you doing that you think you have to be doing that maybe you don't have to be doing? I am living a increasingly countercultural life. I wanted my husband to leave his corporate job. We wanted to work from home. We wanted to both be home with the kids. We like going to daily mass. We don't send our kids to school. We don't eat a lot of bread or sugar just because we feel like it, not because anybody has celiacs. We're not big fans of birthday parties. My husband often takes my kids camping for 4 days whenever he feels like it. And I'm just continuing to expand my idea of, do I have to do that? Do I want to do that? Is there actually a rule about that? And listen, some of the social norms that we have make sense, and it's good. But we don't drink milk either. And it's just not a problem. It's not a moral issue. But also, we just got to that place when we had our first kid, and I was lactose intolerant. I was like, I don't think I want to be giving my kid a bunch of milk. And I did a bunch of research, and turns out you don't have to. Lots of ways for kids to get calcium. Now, milk is also a calorie-dense way of feeding kids quickly and relatively inexpensively compared to chicken. So some families leverage that. But I just want you to really systematically go through your day or your idea of parenting or marriage or daily routines, how you spend the holidays, any of that stuff, and just go, do I have to do that? Why do I think I have to do that? What if I didn't have to do that? And again, the consequence for not doing it may be enough of a reason for you to keep doing it. I pay my taxes because I don't want to be fined. I don't wake up and think, I want to pay my taxes. So that's something I don't really want to do, but the truth is I do because I want to pay them more than I want fines or to go to jail. But for the birthday party thing, the biggest consequence was like maybe some of my friends think that I'm weird or stuck up. And I was like, I'm willing to pay that price so that my family's life does not revolve around 40 birthday parties a year. All right, this is my gift to you. What are you waiting to have permission for? Maybe you don't need any permission after all. All right, my lovelies, I'm praying for you. Thank you for listening and have a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Catholic Mom Mindset. To learn more about growing closer to the Holy Spirit, check out our free resources at madeforgreatness.co. Thank you so much for listening and have a blessed day.